And we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Dreadnaughts of Honolulu taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night.
And we are underway from Kansas City. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's caught by Jackson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Now the ball comes loose. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
On 1st down, Craig. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
An open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Paul?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken out past the 30. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep for his first career interception in the National Football League.
I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And some room to work. He may go. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out of the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he Yes, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Take it at the 37. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Craig. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown!
Darius Davis,
33 yards.
and the Dreadnaughts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
118 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission without an interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they were able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and help them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down to about the 23.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Mahomes' throw taken in here by Jackson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
26 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Of 35.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Craig. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, Craig. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 2nd down, it's Craig. And he'll take this one down near the 15. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 4 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is indeed good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
154 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Craig. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up, they're in trouble. Yeah, give it to the other team.